Tonight, a Southwest Houston mortuary is shut down just 3 days after families found their loved ones' bodies in deplorable conditions inside.
The agency in charge of the state's funeral and death care industry now investigating exactly what went wrong. Our Orko Mana has been digging into this story all weekend and joins us in the studio now with our KHOU 11 investigation. Orko, so what happens now?
Well, Sherman, the Texas Funeral Service Commission sent Richardson Mortuary this cease and desist letter just hours ago. It orders all operations to stop immediately.
It's quiet outside Richardson Mortuary, the Texas Funeral Service Commission sending the Brookfield Drive business this cease and desist letter today, effectively shutting it down. It alleges that the Richardson Mortuary failed to meet building, health, and safety codes and engaged in dishonest conduct, willful conduct, or negligence in the practice of embalming or funeral directing. It follows a chaotic scene at the mortuary Friday after families say they saw their loved ones' bodies in horrifying and unacceptable conditions inside, and this video started circulating online. Houston police telling us at least 10 bodies were lying exposed on the ground or on cardboard. Today, I asked the Texas Funeral Service Commission a series of questions. The executive director telling me the commission is in the early stages of their investigation and they're still trying to talk to the mortuary's owners. He also says the mortuary's license status has been changed to closed to notify the public. The cease and desist order stating Richardson Mortuary must comply with codes, pass an inspection, and provide documentation within 14 days. I also called Richardson Mortuary, but no one picked up.
We were hoping to chat with someone about...
Yesterday, a woman answered the phone telling me she had no comment. Families still reeling from Friday's discovery tell me they're glad some action is being taken. The same goes for Tanya Brown, who says she experienced similar issues with Richardson Mortuary, handling her son's remains nearly 2 years ago.
How does it feel knowing that the establishment has been ordered to cease and desist?
I'm relieved. I'm super relieved.
Now she's wishing for one thing.
The big hope is that they shut down and don't open back up. That's number one. People don't deserve, the treatment that they gave.
Yeah, and because of what Tanya told me there, I asked the Texas Funeral Service Commission if Richardson Mortuary had any prior violations. I'm told that the business had 3 citations concerning death certificates and record keeping. They also tell me that the mortuary passed its latest inspection in June of 2023, but added that some embalming reports were not on file. Sherman?
Orko, thanks. But what about the current families now?
Yeah, that's the big question. Well, the Texas Funeral Service Commission tells me despite today's actions, these families are still the ones that have to arrange moving their loved ones' bodies to other facilities, something that we saw happening on the ground on Friday. But the agency says it is trying to help facilitate that. Meanwhile, I reached out to the Harris County District Attorney's Office today. They tell me there are no criminal charges at this point against the mortuary owners. We'll be sure to follow this story and bring you the latest on air and online.